Today we're down at the Baca National Wildlife Refuge and we're actually here collecting fruits of Corispermum villosum, also known as the hairy bug seed. We're trying to determine whether or not Corispermum found at these cold climate sand dunes in Jackson County is a unique species.
About 20 years ago, Dr. Moisekin, who is from the Ukraine, he was looking at the flora of North America and he saw that there was probably a new species, Corispermum navicula, that only occurred up in Jackson County, Colorado, in about a 6-mile radius.
We're using this integrated approach of looking at population genetics, doing the phylogenetic systematic work where we're actually doing DNA sequencing, and we're looking at the plants themselves and measuring different traits like how big are the fruits, how tall and how wide, and we're doing the greenhouse study, and all of those things compiled together will help us to gain a better understanding of, yes, this is a totally unique thing, or no, it really does seem to overlap.
They come in here and you can see they just start to germinate. So you can see these are coming up. We do everything from rooting cuttings to root divisions to germinating seeds for collections, for research.
What we do is we heat up the DNA so it falls apart, and then we cool it down so it comes back together, and it does it multiple times, making millions and millions and millions of copies of the portion of the DNA that we're looking for. This is an actual picture of Corispermum. We take this image and then we have 2 different programs where we can use to analyze the gel to compare, to say, are these more similar or are they more different from each other?
So if we find out that this is in fact a unique species, Bureau of Land Management will need to manage for the species.
We've actually been doing research at the Botanic Garden since the mid-80s, really through seed collection, and we've officially had a research and conservation department since 1996, and we've always had a really strong focus on applied conservation. There are actually about 120 plants in Colorado that are considered rare. You can only find them in basically 20 distinct locations or less. 16 of those plants are listed as endangered or threatened under the Endangered Species Act. But we try to work with all of them to keep others from actually being listed as endangered. If we were to lose rare plants, we don't really know what downstream implications that may have. Healthy ecosystems help provide clean water, clean air, all those things. So it's really a piece of the larger puzzle. And so part of us understanding rare plants in Colorado, we actually get a better sense of, are these things naturally rare, or are humans actually having a negative impact on them?
I love plants. They're the coolest organisms out there. That's actually why. There's so many beautiful organisms out to study. Why is it? How is it? And then of course I study plants because they themselves are just such an interesting organism.
I love that I get to do research and that I really get to constantly be asking questions about plants and rare plants within Colorado and the region, and then thinking about how that applies to a bigger level. We really have a mission and a desire to help motivate future generations to become scientists and to be inquisitive about the natural world around them.